Hello, everyone. Welcome to Patriots 3 Life, Liberty, Pursuit of Happiness. And here's your hosts, Tim and Tanya.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. Otherwise known as Firecracker.
Yes, that's me.
Yes,
Happy soon to be Valentine's Day, everybody.
yes. Happy soon to be Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So be sure to like, share, and follow. Support the page. Just by sharing with your friends, family. This shows a
Yeah.
great way of support at Tim Holliday TV. We're on most of the streaming services, as far as like
Rumble.
YouTube, Rumble,
Hmm.
Twitch TV. What's the other one? Facebook. I'm not so fond of Facebook, and watch out for YouTube. We might get pulled for some of this stuff. Just a quick
Yeah.
reminder: I might be sharing some memes that don't belong to me, so give credit where credit's due. I'm not taking credit for this stuff. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Take as you will, and do your own research. That's all I'm going
Right.
to say. So, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Actually, happy President Lincoln's birthday as well. Today's
Right.
Lincoln's
Right.
birthday, and which also my friend Willie falls on that same birthday as well. So happy birthday to Willie if you're out there seeing this. I highly doubt it, but anyways, that's a shout out.
Oh,
Well,
and
he's
happy birthday to my friend Maureen. It's her birthday on Valentine's Day.
oh well, happy birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So we're gonna cover quite a bit tonight. Yeah, lists. There's a lot of lists, and we're gonna, cover a lot of other little things. Um, gosh, well, we're gonna open this up with a Valentine's Day funny here.
I
This is
love
a
it.
part of the list. This
I
guy and a
love
lot
it.
of his cronies should be on the list. It's like, oh, you stopped my heart.
Can
I
you
do not
imagine
own
if
this
you gave
meme,
those out at school when you were a kid? Remember how you used to have to bring them for the whole class?
right? Oh my
And you
goodness.
bring
But yeah,
this?
on a serious note, yeah, that whole department needs to come crumbling down.
Yes, it
And
does. Oh,
we're
God. Yeah.
we'll get to that term crumbling down in a few moments here, but we're gonna have
We
some
need to
more
get rid of that.
fun with the Valentine's Day memes here. Um,
Yeah.
well, here's actually I'll save that one for a little bit later. But you know what, ladies, if you get a bouquet like this, gladly accept it and know that you will live. Again, I do not own this meme, but just have fun with it. Roll with it. But yeah, so
Ah, that's cute.
off grid, I think is the best way to go. Goodness, I'd love to do that.
Right?
Get off grid.
For real. I think you could go pick some flowers and bring them to somebody for Valentine's Day, and that's equally as nice.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
ask them to get the booster shot, because we're not doing it.
Right, right.
We ain't getting none of that.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. I'm against all
Funny,
those
not funny.
shots. No, I mean the last one I had was the flu vaccine. It was in 2014, and oh my goodness, I was like, I was beyond sick. I
I
mentioned that in
know.
one of our other podcasts as well. And holy,
That's,
oh no, no, not a must.
yep. I'm not a fan.
No, definitely not a fan.
So I
Yes,
think if you're single on Valentine's Day, it should be called Single Awareness Day because everybody knows you're single, right?
right, right.
Yeah, that's kind of like a thing.
So I'll be celebrating Single Awareness Day.
You're going to get all kinds of chicks now, Tim, because you said that.
Right, watch out.
You
Wait,
are.
what's my name again? Hyde's
Yeah,
name.
they're going to be breaking down your door for the holiday.
Right, right. Oh, I should actually pull these memes up again really quick and describe it to our audience for the audio. So this is a picture of Dr. Fauci, and it says, "Yeah, you make my heart stop." So
Literally.
yeah, literally, goodness. And let me
That
grab
is
this other
funny.
one here. This other one has a chicken inside of a folded paper, and it says, "Forget the flowers, times have changed." So
Right,
some
right.
of these are older memes that I've seen, but these are still relevant for today, in my
We
opinion.
need that. That's cute.
And we're getting a couple of comments here. One of them says, "None of that splat,"
Right,
referring to the
right.
vaccines we just talked about. Yeah, so yeah, there's so much garbage in those vaccines, and in fact, none of the vaccines, as we've been mentioned in one of the previous shows, they've never been tested. No placebo tests or anything to that effect. Um,
Yeah.
if you actually look up some of the other things that Fauci was involved in, wow,
Yeah,
you'll
they
just
need to do away with that whole thing, huh, Tim? It needs
totally
to be
change your
gone.
mind on the studies that Fauci's presented and brought out, and did more harm than good to anybody.
Yeah, correct.
If
I agree. Especially
absolutely,
for
and
older people, and they keep pushing all the booster things.
yeah,
I
yeah.
noticed that, like on my dad's Kaiser thing, it'll come up, you haven't got your booster yet. And I'm like, what? And you're not going to get it, you
Oh
know?
gosh, I got called on a Sunday morning
Hmm.
to get a vaccine,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
See?
first of all, you don't call me, I call you. I'm not sick.
Right.
Leave me alone.
You got this backwards, people.
I was just totally disgusted about that.
You guys all got this backwards.
Right, right.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
my
love
voice
it.
is a little hoarse right now. I'm, just getting over being sick, so no kissing me. I'm sorry. Gotta
All
wait,
you
gotta
ladies are
wait
going to
till
have
this
to
passes.
stand back and wait.
Yep.
I love that. Ah, that's cute.
Exactly. That's the way I'm. Yeah, I'm just feeling it. So there's been a lot of rumble and rattle going on with what has happened yesterday with Pam Bondi's testimony. And
Yeah.
right now the waters are still too muddy for me. It did look like she was cold,
Hmm.
absolutely completely cold.
Yep.
I was devastated. I was sickened by looking at it at first sight. But then
Yeah.
I got to thinking, you got to put your flipping thinking caps on, people. Is this like a bait and switch? Is she setting something up?
Yeah.
In an episode that we had, it was last April. It was, it's called Trump's Picks. We were not, we were a bit iffy on some of the picks, and Pam Bondi was one of the ones that we were iffy
Yeah.
about. We did not know enough about her.
No, I don't know enough about her now.
I still don't know enough about her. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just very cautious when it comes to that. But I mean, again, the waters are still too muddy to be certain
Yeah.
what's happening. What is happening?
I hear you.
Ah,
I hear you.
so
It's scary out there.
it's not that I'm not agreeing with what she says or backing her or anything to that effect, but I mean, how she appeared was very, very cold.
Yeah.
She did demand to be, give her answer the way she was liking to. And
Right.
then, they tried shutting her down, saying, yeah, we're not going to have another filibuster and things like that. And I'm just like, yeah, from the people who make the biggest filibusters
I know, right?
are shouting that out loud against her. Just like, really? Wow.
They're
Um,
known for that.
yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So yeah,
Right?
go
That's what
ahead
it's
and
all about.
watch it. It's actually 4 hours long. I didn't take the
Yeah.
time to chop it up. Again, I'm not feeling too hot today. So yeah, as much as I want to chop it up and present what I was doing, wanting to do. So we a lot of us voted for certain things when it came to voting the way we voted. Um,
Right. Right.
people voted for President Trump. They want to see the wall. They want to see the drain the swamps and
Yeah.
so on and so forth. So I went ahead and I looked some things up and okay, is the wall still being built? I mean, because
Is it?
I noticed that during the Biden administration it came to a halt. Wow.
Right.
In fact, they
Right.
were selling the metal to
Yeah.
um, I'm just like, whoa, what's going on here? So
Well,
they
Texas
are
got some of the metal back, right, Tim?
they are building the wall.
Oh,
It's
they
I've
are.
saw some a few $1 million projects here and there. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm glad to see that. So again, look it up. Yeah,
Yeah. Thank God.
I think the search term I used was current U.S. Mexico border wall situation is the search term I put in. So you can
Hmm.
all go ahead and look that up if you'd like. In fact, one of my friends over in Kansas, Jeremy, he actually passed something to me, and I'm just like, I got to look it up. What is this? So I looked it up. So this is what was passed to me. It came from a third party, so to speak. So
Hmm.
someone else posted this on their page. And it's a
Right.
House passes bill to require proof of U.S. citizenship for
Midterm.
midterm voters. So
Yeah.
I went ahead and
That's legit.
I went ahead and I'm just like, all right, where can I
Well,
find this?
hopefully that's for real. I hope it
Yeah, I mean,
is.
where could I find this? So I went ahead and
Right.
I did some digging, and it took me a minute to find it. I looked on the Newsmax um,
Website.
website and I couldn't find it. How
Yeah.
come things aren't working the way I like it? There it is. And then I finally found, the little short web link for this. And yeah, this is actually true. So always
Well,
look
that'll
things
be
up,
good.
question everything, ladies and gentlemen. So
Yeah, I
yeah, so
agree.
this is actually out of Newsmax, and I will go ahead and drop this link when I get a chance, because I noticed there's a lot of little garbage on the tail end of this link here. Let me clean up some of that garbage here.
It was a busy
Okay.
day, right?
Yes, it has been. All right, I cleared up the garbage. Now let me put the link into the chat here, and
Yay.
I'll add it into the show notes and or description later.
I love that.
So yeah, so this is true that the House is passing a bill to require proof of U.S. citizenship for midterm voters, and we did talk about that in one of the past shows on how California makes it way too easy to check a little
Oh, yeah.
box.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want to register to vote? And this is on the DMV in the state of California. And I'm just like, really? You got to be kidding me. So again,
That is true.
this is some of the stuff that we that people voted for when they voted for Trump.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know.
so so I'm really glad to see some of this stuff. So one of the things I believe Pam Bondi had mentioned, and I've been seeing posts about this. I got to look it up too. But I'm going to go ahead
Right.
and share with you all that what I've seen, that if we release the Epstein files, um, everything will come crumbling down.
I agree. I
And
agree.
so yeah, there's a lot of parties in our House of Representatives, Senate,
Oh, heck yeah.
that are guilty of a lot of different crimes. I remember seeing a video, and I gotta find. I wish I brought it up. Goodness, it's actually a comparison. Which one's worse, the NBA or the NFL? And then this guy's naming all these little to large crimes,
Mhm.
misdemeanors, and bounce checks and credit, so on and so forth. And he's like, no, this is like a couple of hundred people that are your representatives. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta find that. My friend Mike posted that a few months back on one of the social media platforms that we like to follow. But yeah, so I mean, I believe me, NFL is pretty bad. Um,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
did
yeah.
I did not watch the Super Bowl, nor did I watch the TPU USA. Actually, uh, if you caught the Overstood Human podcast last week on Wednesday, it actually checks off some boxes that they're trying to get us to fight against each other. And then
Right.
this has been like coming closer and closer to a boiling point for a while. I'll get everybody all riled up, and we saw
Yeah, it's
that
true.
triggering. We saw that triggering point when it came to what's his name, George Floyd. The
Yeah. Oh,
riots and
yeah.
such that came about with that. And
For sure.
I mean, gosh, it's just like Rodney King 2.0 or something like that with the LA riots. Yeah, I
That
don't know
was
if people.
bad. The LA riots were bad. Oh, God.
Absolutely,
That
absolutely. I
was
mean,
terrible.
there's so many different things that just it's ridiculous of
It
what
is. It's true.
we're seeing, what's coming about. Um, wow, yeah, Rodney King 2.0. So yeah, so I mean, so getting back to Pam Bondi really quick. So
Yeah.
after Pam Bondi wasn't able to, or was trying to answer the way she was trying to answer,
Hmm.
she was making some good talking points of what has been accomplished in regards
Right.
to what President Trump has been doing.
Right.
And I lost my train of thought. Muddy brains. Don't get sick, folks.
But that's because somebody talks for 4 hours. You can lose your train of thought. It's
Oh,
easy
that's
to
true. I
do.
mean, there's so much. But I mean, so what were some of the things that she was mentioning, that the accomplishments with the Dow being up? Um,
Yeah. There's a few things. Yeah.
let's see what else. Anybody want to leave any comments? I'm looking for comments here, ladies and gentlemen. Come
Okay.
help me out.
Help
So,
us out, people. I love it. So she was talking about all the accomplishments, but what happened to the Epstein files?
so again, she releases them all. They're going to get crumbled. I'm also hearing that they're going to trickle them out. Um, which is a smart thing to do. Um, but I mean, both sides, I believe, are guilty, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. I think everybody's guilty, if you ask me. Everybody's guilty.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a
And
reason why they're hiding it.
that's what I'm coming around to. Pam Bondi mentioned that the lists have been known about since the Obama administration.
Yeah, it's not new,
So
right? It's
I mean,
all old.
come on, come
Yeah,
on. I mean,
that's
there's going to be
crazy.
people's names on there. Hopefully this will be revealed before too many other people have passed on. But
Right.
such as the guy himself, Epstein.
Oh, God. Yeah, right.
That's even if he is alive or dead. Who knows? Because, well, I guess security cameras weren't working that night, according to them. Wow. It's
Isn't that
just,
crazy?
it is. It is.
I find that so hard to believe that
Right.
they
So,
could just vanish like that.
so remember that Gazane, Maxine, I can't pronounce her
Yeah.
last name. It
Yeah,
starts with a
yeah,
G. I'll butcher it. She didn't hang herself. I'll just put it that way.
yeah.
Just like a Christmas ornament.
I thought she got a dog in prison or something.
I have no idea. She is in
I heard that.
lighter security at the moment, almost like she's going to
Mhm.
get transferred out. So it's hard
Yeah.
to determine exactly what's going to happen in that situation. Again, the waters are a little too muddy. A lot of smoke in the way. There's no telling what's
What's really
actually going to
happening?
happen. Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's all
So
smoke and mirrors everywhere you go, right, Tim?
right, right.
They're
So
just trying
yes,
to
I mean,
show us what they want us to see.
yeah. So we gotta be patient.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hopefully, she's honest and not a politician.
Yeah.
As the saying goes, have you ever shook hands with an honest politician?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
I don't even know one. I
Right.
don't think I do. There's a little bit of shadiness in all of them, right?
Oh goodness, yeah. It brings Slim
I think
Shady to
so.
shame.
I think so. Can you imagine if you could see what that Epstein list looks like and the names that are on it? Imagine
Right.
every wealthy person, everybody you can think of, powerful, rich, whatever.
Yeah.
They've all been there, I'm sure of it. And there's a reason why that list has not ever appeared
Right.
because it's going to condemn too many people, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Imagine most of the stuff that's happening right now is because of the list, I think.
Oh, one thing that Pam Bondi mentioned was something about like insider stock trading. Naming somebody, and I forget exactly who the name was that she named out was. But you're pretty good at trading, aren't you? I think Josh Hawley out of Missouri is a pretty good guy because he's wanting to stop that insider trading garbage. He's
Wasn't
been
it
wanting to do
Pelosi
that.
that Pelosi had a lot of insider trading?
Yeah, well, yeah, her
I don't know
husband.
that actually, but I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, remember that little hammer incident with Paul
Yeah.
Pelosi, her husband, and the person that was in the house
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
and is down in the next to nothings. Talk about a Valentine. Here, have a
I
bouquet of hammers.
know. It's hammer time.
Oh no.
Gives new meaning to this song, you guys.
Right, right.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
For
but
sure.
I mean, these people think they're untouchable. Can't touch this.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. They do. They really
Oh,
do.
that
And they
happens.
haven't been touched ever. That's why. I
Right,
mean,
right.
look, they get away with everything.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
I don't think we would. We would be stuck. We'd all be locked up
Oh
if we did
gosh.
that stuff.
I remember I was in probably middle school and my friend's mom was put in handcuffs for a bounce check. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean,
Lord.
I
Really?
might have been in like the later part of grade school, but
That's
somewhere
terrible.
somewhere in the grade school, middle school time.
That's
And I'm just,
terrible.
witness that. I'm just like, what
Yeah,
happened?
that's crazy.
Dude.
I'm sure people have done much
Yeah.
worse, you know?
Yeah, and Joseph, who's in the chat, he knows who I'm talking about. I don't know if he was. No, he wasn't there at the time. I don't believe. Um, but yeah, so that's just absolutely crazy witnessing your best friend's parents getting locked up for a
And
bounce
you know
check.
what? And who knows? She probably didn't mean to do that. Maybe, maybe it just happened. Who knows? You don't know how that goes, right?
Perhaps, yeah, perhaps.
It could
I
have been
can't.
an oversight, right? Like maybe she
Right.
just wrote a check and she didn't realize she
Yeah,
wrote another one. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know either.
but
Or,
that's kind of extreme.
Mel finally got express one day. I know it's smell Mel over here on my end. I hope definitely the post office improves. There's another list that needs to be cleaned up because I've had a piece of mail missing since last June. It's stuck at some main spot. Anyways,
It's so funny.
yay. I'm
You
just
crack
telling the
me up.
truth here. It's
Tell it
terrible.
like it is.
I got a
Mhm.
tracking number and it's stuck in a major town and we can't find it. Thanks,
Seriously?
post office.
They've never
Seriously.
found it?
Seriously, they never found it. And,
So
I,
maybe they should be arrested and put in handcuffs, right?
well, they need to do some better tracking on this stuff to find out who the dirty crooks are. And then I find out that there's these inner rings of crimes, within the post office itself. So,
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I mean, we got the FBI and CIA fighting each other, and they have their
Yeah.
people
Yep,
on
that's
one
true.
side, they got people on the other side. So it's just like, all right, who's the right people, who's not the right people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the
fraud.
FBI, I'm not so sure about these days because they're a little shady themselves. I mean, if you
Right.
ask me.
So let's
I don't
backtrack a
know
little
them.
bit. Let's go back over to there's something I think is a complete scam is insurance, and we're gonna go right over to automobile insurance. So remember the
And life insurance too.
late, oh yeah. Anyways,
Big
the
scam.
late 80s, early 90s, toward the end of the Reagan administration, we had ex CIA director George, what was he, H.W. Bush Senior, George
Yeah.
Bush Senior. I'll just call him
Yeah.
Senior, make life
Yeah.
easier for everybody. He was I think he was the one that implemented a lot of this stuff in regards to insurance, because there was a pause because I don't know if they found it non-constitutional or not by forcing people to buy something, that's
Yeah.
government
Yeah.
regulated.
Yeah.
And
You think that would be, huh?
yeah, so very similar to Obamacare.
Yeah.
But again, so there was this pause. So you
Mhm.
have to then you have to show financial responsibility or buy automobile insurance, is I guess
Right.
some things that
Yeah,
were
it's a thing.
mentioned back
Hmm.
then.
Yes.
And so financial responsibility. All right, okay, I got $10,000 in the bank. Cool. You know,
Hmm.
FDIC insures up to 25,000. So yeah, I got
Right.
that covered, dude. Yeah. No, I don't have that much in the bank. Sorry, I wish. I'm barely skimming by.
You're like, I got $10 in the bank, people. That's it. Okay.
Right, right. So
Don't
again,
crash into me.
help support the show by sharing it, because this stuff isn't
Like,
free.
share, and subscribe.
Right.
For real.
I
That
haven't
is
used
funny.
insurance in over 2 years, and this is including healthcare insurance, and I use a
Right.
wheelchair. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to show how much I trust the healthcare as well as the insurance,
Right.
for that matter.
Yeah.
But
I don't know
anyways,
if life insurance is the only thing I can think of that's not regulated by the federal government, which
interesting.
to me is just bizarre because you could pay your whole life into life insurance and then they can raise your rates to something so astronomical that nobody on a fixed income could afford to pay.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
what they do. And it's pretty sad. I mean, I
Goodness.
talked to the insurance commissioner in California about it because I know a lot of older people that had paid for insurance their whole entire lives
Yeah.
and are not going to get a dime now because they can raise your rate to whatever they feel like.
Wow.
There's no mandate. They can put it could be $5,000 a month from the 1099 they were paying before to
Yeah.
$5,000. It's ridiculous.
Gosh, this sounds like
Absolutely ridiculous.
school books in college, where they
Yeah.
jack
Yeah.
in with the price for like $500 a book, and I'm just like,
Yeah. They
what?
just gouge
Yeah.
them.
And then they
Yeah.
switch, version number 5 of this book,
Yeah.
and all they
To
do is
something
just switch
stupid. Yeah.
chapters
Yeah.
around, and
And then
it's
charge you like $500 more for it. That's
right, right.
ridiculous. Yeah. Why do stuff like that? It's
Yeah, and
crazy.
you even have to pay insurance and to go into college too. It's like
You
I
do.
mean, yeah,
You
it's
do.
ridiculous.
It's
And
so
you don't even
crazy.
use it, or if you use it, you're only getting, a couple of Tylenol or something like that. I don't know if they're still distributing Tylenol, but they were not giving out asprin because they were
I
totally
think they were
against aspirin.
distributing condoms.
That's junior high. Anyways,
That's another show.
I remember that in
It's,
junior high. I'll just put it that way. I mean, it was
oh, you're
appropriate
good.
age, I guess, for
It
education.
is kind of. Yeah. I think it
So,
probably would be.
but
But
then again, I mean, with today's music and the television and stuff, I'm just like, whoa, what are we doing as a society? Pressing this
yeah.
against our children, and stuff.
Yeah, it is pretty scary. It's very scary out there.
So
But
yeah,
what
so
about colleges? You know about colleges, Tim.
yeah. So I was on a board of trustees for a very short time. I saw the dark side when it came to politics, and I was just in a local community college. Wow, it's just it's ugly. I
Yeah, it
mean,
is, right?
I mean, from your local community library can get ugly all the way up to the president of the United States. I mean, the college chancellor slash president was making, oh, I think 20,000 less than the United States president of our
Oh,
country.
geez.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh gosh,
Wow.
man, this guy was just, I don't
Insane.
know. Yeah, I saw that he was running to be on the board of trustees about a year or two ago in that area, and I'm just like, really? After you tried to like, I don't know, hold things over people's heads? No,
Right.
I
That's
will
some
bring,
shady stuff.
I will bring out some old news articles, buddy. Bring it.
You
But anyways,
should.
oh, I still have
They'll
everything saved. When I after I found like 12 or 13 areas in the California Educational Code that they were breaking at that one community college. Yeah,
yeah,
I turned some heads. In fact, my name probably still echoes at that college, even though a lot of people had retired.
you blew
Um,
their scene.
I pretty well, yeah. I mean, I have people shaking mad at me. No, this is not true. And I'm like, well, here it is. And here's
Well,
your
it
F
looks like
is.
it's true to me.
And here you are. I'm not going to say the old Johnny Carson thing. I think he has that copyrighted, but oh, wow. Um,
Here's Johnny.
so yeah, so with going back to Pam Bondi, I mean this stuff has been out for quite a while, since Obama, and and I did mention Obamacare, which was completely unconstitutional. The government should not force anything upon its citizens to come out of your pocket.
They just
It
do
is
everything to undermine us. Yeah.
ridiculous,
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous. So she says, things will come crumbling down. So I want to have some fun with this meme here in a terrible way. It's the dark humor here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but there's
I love it.
a 50-gallon barrel of jet fuel, presenting flowers to a steel beam. And what's it say here? Oh my God, I'm melting. So yeah, I'm just
I
dark
love that.
humor there, but I mean, I do not believe that jet fuel can get that hot to melt steel beams.
Oh my
You
God.
know,
No.
so the whole 9/11 thing, and I've talked to friends that were there at ground zero. Um, you know, for such cases, they would come toppling, over, not
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
demolition style straight down.
Yeah. Like imploding, you mean? Like in Vegas when they get rid of
Yeah,
a
they just
casino?
they come straight down, and the way these towers were hit, they should tip over like the Leaning Tower of Pisa kind of thing.
Left or right?
Yeah, or whichever direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, people do some research and some homework. But
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
reports that they were attempted bombings of that. Where they found some explosives during the Clinton administration.
Yeah. Now that you're bringing that up, I'm seeing what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm seeing what you mean
So
right there. Hmm.
so there was some attempts prior, to what had happened. Do I believe that George Bush Jr. did the right thing? No, he was kind of like,
Yeah. Oh no, he
yeah.
didn't have a clue.
I
That
remember
guy didn't have a
the memes of George versus Curious George.
clue. Well,
Yeah,
he just kept reading to the kids, and the Secret Service are telling him, "Hey, we're being attacked" or whatever, and he's just still
yeah.
reading like nothing. He didn't
Oh
look
gosh, I
shocked.
would have had one of my Secret Service guys take over for reading to the
Yeah,
kids.
I
Hey,
would have
we're
been
gonna
like,
have
"I have to go to work. I'm the president, okay?
I'm gonna have
I have to go to work, kids."
Secret
That's what
Agent
you do.
Jones is gonna take over for me. So yeah, so it's just
Period.
quite interesting on how a lot of things were um done during that time.
Well,
And
look at Charlie Kirk. They paved over
that's
the
another
whole
one.
area the next day, right?
I don't know if it was the next day, but there's a lot of things that were brought up.
It was within a day or so, I believe that I mean, the whole crime scene should have been taped off and nothing should have been
Right.
happening there.
A comment here is saying that jet fuel doesn't burn hot
Okay,
enough
I
to
think you're
melt
right.
steel. Yeah,
Yeah, I
so that's
never thought about that before,
absolutely
but you're
true.
right. That's
Yeah.
legit.
I mean, was it
That's totally legit.
110 octane is um is that airplane fuel or jet fuel is 110 octane. So we,
Oh,
see on the gas pumps, 85, 87, 92,
yeah, 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 yeah.
92 being the premium, you use in
Right.
your sports cars. And, for those that can barely afford gas, we go with the lower one. Yes, I like the lower prices myself, if you ask me.
We were just talking about that today, the cost of everything that has increased so much.
Oh, and
Like diesel gas. It used to
oh,
be cheap.
yeah,
Remember, it was cheaper.
on our show last week, we were talking about, diesel being the byproduct of petroleum.
Yeah,
Why does
that's
it
why I don't
cost
get
so
it.
much? So yeah, so
Yeah, it's
if
not
you all
right.
missed it last week, check out the trucker show. It was a really good
Oh,
show.
yeah, that was funny. Hmm.
Definitely fun with a California Smooth and
Yeah,
Boomer.
that was really good. That
Definitely
was
fun.
cute.
Definitely fun. Um,
They're entertaining for sure.
so let's get back on track. Where were we at? We were talking about
We were talking about Pam Bondi,
oh,
right?
of course, yes. So yeah, I mean, so Pam Bondi might be setting up some attorney stuff that the attorneys are infamous for, is some bait and switch kind of stuff going on. So
Yeah.
keep your eyes open. Wait till the smoke clears, or the dust settles, or the waters are not so muddy.
Hmm.
Before saying, "Hey, dirty finger at you, this person."
Yeah.
you know,
You always have to look at every side of the angle. It could be multiple things, right?
calm down, calm down.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, there's rumors floating around that Trump is on the list. There's also things stating that Trump kicked Epstein out from Mar-a-Lago. So, I
Oh.
mean, did Trump visit the island? I don't know. I didn't. I've seen a lot of names, and in the past year or so, there's maybe fake names out there. Speaking about fake,
Hmm.
watch out for AI.
Yeah, you do have to watch out for AI.
There might be some AI videos that were turned around super quick when it comes to some of this stuff. Because yeah,
You
they're
never
getting big
know.
and getting up there. Oh, we were talking about the Charlie Kirk situation. That's
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
what we're on. So yeah, I was watching one of the infamous podcasters, and his guests. They were talking about the entry point wound on Charlie, and there's
Right.
on his neck. There's no flashbang from what could have been a detonator. So there's
Right.
no powder marks or burn marks or anything like that on the remainder of his body when they did do the autopsy, because they're referring to an autopsy that was done, and so the entry point hit one of the vertebrae, and then
Mm.
it went down, hit another vertebrae, and then scattered inside his body.
That just
And
doesn't
it's
seem possible to me.
no. I mean, I've watched enough busters and things like that to where
Right.
bullets do travel, and it's just bizarre. I
But
mean,
there
people
should be an
getting
exit
shot
wound.
in the head, and it goes right down the middle of the hemisphere, and the person's still alive and no issues
Yeah.
whatsoever. Yeah, I've seen a lot of crazy anomalies that happen, and unfortunately, this is a terrible anomaly that happened. Um, but it's
Yeah.
obvious that the trajectory was from the front. Um, at exactly which angle, I do not know. The whole little tipping the hat, that might have been the guy just getting
Oh, and
sweat
the
off his
Macarena. What about the Macarena guy?
the Macarena guy. That might have been a signal, but so I mean, when we're looking at the video, it's the guy that's on the right hand side. So it had been Charlie's left hand side
Hmm.
during that. But the guy who was on the opposing side, who did
Oh,
the
yeah.
hat tip, that was more than likely just sweat on the guy's brow that he was just doing that. It
Yeah,
was
you never
not
know.
actually an official signal, but you're right. Yeah, you may never know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's like, hey, watch when I'm putting a stick of chewing gum in my mouth, and that's the
Right.
signal. It could have been anything. There's no telling if there's like just this unknown
But there
signal.
is factual stuff. The factual stuff is the guy that started yelling, "I did it," and his pants were around his ankles, and
Oh
that guy.
gosh, yeah, yeah,
Okay, that guy was there. I saw him.
right,
We all
right,
saw him. Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
what the heck? Who does that?
There might be some people out there, just trying to pose, just saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm smoke."
Yeah, yeah. Smoke and mirrors. Yeah,
And while the bad guy's running in the other direction.
yeah. Correct. That's true.
You
That's
got to
true.
watch out when someone yells fire, because there might not be actual fire there.
Yeah,
It's
you never know.
so
But
again,
a 30-06 usually leaves an exit wound that is like
right.
huge.
Yeah.
because
So
we've shot since we were young, and I've never seen a 30-06 just go like, like a little tiny hole. I
right,
mean, usually
right.
it's like a huge,
Yeah,
messy.
yeah. So this did appear, just from the videos that I saw and was able to obtain a few days later, um,
Yeah.
that were not scrubbed from the internet.
And
Um,
I was going to say they did scrub the internet. Literally, it was scrubbed big
right,
time.
right.
Hmm.
Yeah, if anybody sees anything, let me know. Send me a comment. Um,
Yeah, I
not in the
saved a
chat,
lot
but
of it.
actually in the comments. um,
Hmm.
yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more of this. I have studied some medicine. I'm not a doctor, but just to reiterate that I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
But I can stomach it. Um, and
Hmm.
I've seen a lot in my life. I've been through quite a bit personally. And yeah, I would really like to see, out of all
Have you
honesty, if any.
seen the actual autopsy, Tim?
No, I have not.
I haven't either, and I was looking for it the other night, searching high and
Okay.
low because I thought that was odd. Because when somebody dies
Yeah.
at the hand of another,
Yeah.
you always have an autopsy. It's like part of the whole investigation, right? You have to know what the trajectory, like you said, there's
Yeah.
so much that is compiled from that, and that's where you get all your evidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have not actually seen one. I have no idea.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to find something somewhere in the future. And
Yeah, we can pull that up.
the podcast I was watching yesterday, um, it did say, the guest that was on this podcast, he was like, "Why not release the autopsy?"
Yeah,
And it makes sense to me, and I'm still want to know, the outcry from Charlie's parents. Um, you know, God rest Charlie's soul. I believe he
yeah,
was a good
yeah,
guy ultimately. Bringing
yeah,
perspective and point of view, and wanting discussion, and
yeah, yeah.
so that's
He was opening up the dialogue, whichever way it went, it didn't matter, and he was trying to, see everybody's perspective and
yeah,
share
yeah,
his own.
right, right,
Yeah, and he believed in God, and he was, he wasn't a horrible person. He was a good person. I don't understand the whole thing, but
right, right.
I never will.
I don't understand it either, and
Hmm.
I don't know. People, there's a lot of ugly in this world,
Oh
unfortunately,
God, yeah, there is. There's a lot of evil. Yeah, tons,
and there's
tons of evil.
evil in so many different ways in so many
I
places.
still, and I still am troubled by the fact that I didn't see anybody leave the roof with a gun, because a
Yeah,
30-06, the rifle that supposedly was the weapon, is
yeah,
a very long gun. I mean, it's like super, super hard to take apart and put
right,
back together. And I didn't see him leave with it. And the FBI
right.
didn't find it, but suddenly they found it, which I have an issue with.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of sketchy stuff and
Yeah,
what the
I
stories
think
were
it's a little
coming out at the
shady.
time. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely shady.
And
Um,
certainly Tyler Robinson, he didn't act like somebody that was guilty. He went and got some food, fast food. I
yeah,
mean, I don't
yeah,
know. It didn't seem like that, but who knows? I wasn't there. I cannot tell you for sure, but there is some evidence that is non-disputable, you know what I mean? Like the
right.
caliber of the bullet. They
Yeah.
should be able to determine that from the autopsy, right?
Well, oh gosh, the age of the person that really bothers me. The young in the young 20s.
Oh,
Uh, I
yes, I
mean,
see where
this
we're
is
going
like
with this.
this is like trained professionals. I mean, we get people coming out who are actually trained professionals saying this took
Right,
years to get this kind of training for what this
right.
person
To be able to
was able
make
to
that
pull
kind of
off.
shot or do whatever,
Yeah,
right?
and
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit more, give or take, a little more or less a year. The President Trump over in Butler, Pennsylvania,
Oh, yeah,
had his
same thing.
ear skinned, or
Yeah, same thing.
might have been a percussion shock that went past his ear. But again, young in the 20s, so on and so
It didn't
forth. I'm
matter
just like,
because it killed like what? It killed a fireman, Corey, somebody. I'm sorry, I don't know his last name, but I do remember his name was Corey, and he was a fireman, and he was there with his family,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
protected his family, and he was killed. But you're
yeah.
right, another young person that the Secret Service said they don't check rooftops that are slanted. I mean, I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, that was funny.
It was
Yeah,
something like that.
the jokes that were coming out. I mean, I don't mean that the
Yeah.
situation was funny, but the jokes that were coming out were
No,
just,
that was crazy.
yeah,
And people were screaming, there's somebody on the roof, and nobody was looking.
And I guess they found somebody at a golf course a week or two later that was on a slope or something like that.
Yeah,
So they were
they
making
showed a
jokes about
cow
that.
on a building on a slope.
Right, right.
I remember that.
Oh gosh, I
But
remember
yeah,
that.
and then you know what? CNN was there for the very first time ever at a
Yeah,
Trump rally, and they
yeah,
happened to catch that shot, which is like kind of amazing.
yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
one in a, I don't know, 50 million chance of getting that shot or something.
Remember
Correct me
that
if I'm wrong. I'm sure
you
I'm wrong.
remember that attempt against Reagan? Was that a young
Oh yeah.
person or was that an older person? I don't know. I got to look that up.
Ooh, we have to check that. We definitely have to check that
And the
because I
reason
think they're just finding people that they can utilize to take the blame. I don't know. I
yeah,
mean, there is a lot of verifiable stuff, but the FBI is not sharing anything with anybody. And how? Why
right.
are we going to believe him? We didn't see him jump off the roof with a gun. I didn't.
No, I
It's
didn't
hard to
either.
believe.
And there's a
Yeah,
reason I bring Ronald Reagan back up again. I want to go back to. I don't mean to be Peppermint Patty here and circle back, but
you can circle
well,
back
yes.
if
In,
you want.
in 1986, there was an act passed that protects the vaccine companies from any
Oh
types of
yeah,
injuries, and
yeah,
we talked about this a couple of shows ago. I think it was a part two of the subtle ways of breaking free from the matrix. Um,
yeah,
yeah, this act of 1986 that protects these vaccine companies from any
yeah,
liability on their product.
yeah.
Wow, that needs to
And they
be
don't have to test anything. No
completely
placebo
removed,
testing, right?
revoked, so on and so forth. So I remember, it
Yeah.
was in the early '80s. They were talking about SIDS, and they're
Hmm.
starting to push out these carbon monoxide detectors, blaming it on
Oh
gas
yeah. Yep.
stoves and pilot lights and so on and so forth.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
remember the older stoves that had the pilot light that was still burning,
Yeah.
24/7.
All the time.
Little tiny,
It stayed
yeah,
lit.
yeah. It was either like somewhere in the center or on some cases on all four burners.
And it was
So
maybe gonna blow up your house, maybe not. I don't know. Never did. So I don't know.
yeah, hey, I lived. But yeah, I mean, there were some, very few situations and cases to where that was the thing. But I mean, but these vaccines were rolling out and stuff, and
Yeah.
starting to increase, the more and more they're blaming something else. What were they
Yeah.
blaming?
Yeah.
Carbon monoxide. Well, okay. I
They're
can see
never
their
gonna take
point.
responsibility anyway.
Right,
Right.
right. But I mean,
They never do. Mm-mm.
gosh, I mean, how far away were these rooms, the kitchen away from the baby's room?
Yeah, and
And you
stuff
weren't
blowing up or
you
whatever. It
weren't
was
putting the baby in
crazy.
the kitchen to sleep, that's for sure. That'd be your highest point of toxicity from carbon monoxide.
Right?
It's absolutely ridiculous on them trying to blame it on something else. When
I
more
remember
than
our
likely,
carbon monoxide thing was going off like crazy, and I finally took it off the wall and threw it in the backyard. I got so tired of hearing it. I kept changing the batteries. I bought another one. I bought another. I'm like, okay, forget this, and I just flung it.
oh
I
yeah, the
got tired
sensor
of
is
it.
probably going out in the darn thing. Yeah, just
It was
toss
pretty
it,
funny. I
replace
threw it
it.
out.
I don't blame you wanting to throw it across the. You want to see time fly? Whee!
It just kept beeping nonstop, and I'm like, I'm trying to sleep. I don't care if I
Yeah,
die.
yeah,
I just want to sleep.
right, right. So
That
yeah,
was
so
funny.
these companies, I mean, any company that's not accountable for their product,
Yeah,
question it.
yeah, that's
Question
terrible.
it.
No.
I mean, you see, some of these companies like bad brakes in this vehicle. These wash machines are going bad because they're spinning off their rails and hurting people.
Might
They
take you out in your living room.
they take accountability. They do the recalls. They pull
Yeah,
everything off their shelves and bring everybody to, hey, come get this part replaced.
yeah.
I just read something about airbags being faulty on like
Oh, yeah, for a
25,000.
long time. Yeah.
No, 25,000 vehicles are being called
Right
in
now?
current. Yes,
Oh,
I
because they
just
had
read.
that Kata airbag thing that was going on for the last like 10 years, it felt like.
Oh
I don't know
gosh,
how long it's really been.
yeah. Watch out for hot weather. Anyways, or cold for that matter, because yeah, that could be something that'll trigger a sensor. Um, but yeah, so I believe in Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep. Um, there, I believe. So go ahead and look this stuff up. Don't
Yeah,
quote me on this.
don't take it all. Yeah.
But I've read about this earlier today. The 250,000, I believe, vehicles or
Oh, wow.
vehicles,
That's a
not
lot.
25,000, 250,000.
That's a ton of cars.
That is
Yeah.
quite a bit. So if any of
Yeah.
y'all research it, find if you're on the list or not. I'm not sure how they do that when it comes to vehicles. If they
I
go
think you
by,
put your VIN in. You can put it in on the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's website,
okay, okay.
and it should come up there because I'm taking my dad's car in tomorrow for a recall.
Oh, good, good,
So
good.
yeah, yeah,
And see
you
if they
can
can
look it
update.
up.
See if they can update that software stuff we were talking about the other day.
Yeah, they are, Tim. That's what they do
Good,
too.
good.
Can
Yeah,
you imagine a transmission doesn't work because of the damn software?
right.
Wow,
Yeah,
that is insane.
but I remember, I'm afraid of all this electronic stuff. I mean, I shouldn't say I'm
Yeah.
afraid. I know for a fact that being that it's connected to a network of any sort, it could be hacked. I mean, it has
Oh,
Wi-Fi
true.
built in. Well,
Right.
some little
Right. Like the
computer nerd,
voting machines.
some little 12-year-old. You're driving by a coffee shop. Next thing you know, your windshield wipers are coming on. But now I remember, reports, and this was a number of years ago. I was, watching one of these, one of these TV specials. Of course, I don't remember which one, but some vehicles that had that OnStar stuff on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
they would hack into this OnStar and
And
turn
they
on
could take your
people's.
car and
Well,
yeah,
no, it wasn't actually taking a person's car, but they'd be able to do some simple little things like turn on the blinkers, turn on the windshield wipers,
just
hazard
to annoy
lights and
you.
things like that. Yeah, just enough to be a nuisance or an annoyance. So
Annoying.
anything that's hooked up to a network, wow,
Yeah,
beware.
it can be hacked.
Yeah, give me
It's
something from
just
like the mid
yeah.
70s been before, and I'm a happy guy.
That's funny.
I mean,
But
honestly,
you're
yeah,
correct.
those are easy to wrench. You don't have to plug in a computer. You can
Yeah.
adjust your carburetor with a screwdriver the way you need it to be. You don't.
Yeah, that was like the old days. Now cars are all computers. It's so crazy. I can't believe
Yeah,
it.
little computer part goes out. Phew, well, there goes
It's a
couple hundred
stupid
bucks.
software update or a calibration thing or something dumb like that.
Yeah, a
Isn't that
sensor
insane?
or two sensors doing the same
Yeah,
job.
it was like the wheel speed sensor and the transmission sensor weren't jiving together.
Right.
And that's the reason why the transmission wasn't shifting properly. And I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I
So
mean, you need an
again,
update.
getting back to the beginning of this portion of the conversation is, if
Okay, yeah,
companies
sorry.
can't be, accountable for their products, it's time to, look further into it. Why are they not being accountable? Have they done any double blind placebo tests or anything?
No,
No, none of the vaccines have been.
no,
We made mention of that a couple of
no.
episodes on the second part
Yeah,
of
it's
Breaking
true.
Free of the Matrix. And
That's true.
so, and read the inserts if there are inserts too. I remember during
Nobody wants to read that long old book that comes with it.
well during the beginning of this whole COVID vaccine rollout, you get the insert and it'd be blank. There's nothing there. That doesn't mean there's no side effects. That just means they were too either lazy or smart to put it in there because they
That
didn't
means we're
want people
totally
knowing,
screwed.
right? Without the tattoo. Okay.
Oh, that's too funny. I love
So, yeah, it's just a one needle tattoo. Yeah, I mean, it's very unfortunate that so many people fell for this, and this comes to another part of the heart. So many different cases of heart conditions, myocardar. I
Yeah.
can't pronounce that.
Yeah.
Anyways, Dr. Peter McCullough, the McCullough Foundation, Nick Holscher, um, Judy Mikovits, I believe is her name. She's made claims against these different vaccine companies. He's actually talked about Anthony Fauci during his time with he was trying to get vaccines for the AIDS pandemic, and this is in the 80s, mid 80s, I believe.
God, I
And
can't believe these people need to stay in their own lane,
and
man.
so connecting the dots here with Anthony Fauci and the AIDS
Mhm.
thing, this is all 80s. 1986 comes around. Hey, vaccine companies are no longer liable.
Yeah, they're trying to kill us all and not be held responsible.
So it's not that I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. I'm just connecting the dots kind of person.
Oh, you're killing me.
Which I definitely got to thank my brother Albert for being a cool cat, for getting me a cool hat.
Albert, thank you for our hats. Thank you.
Yes,
I
thank
love
you.
them.
So let's
Or
see here.
two.
Where else are we going with this? So yeah, so we talked about 9/11 a little bit. A lot of lives lost in that. Very unfortunate to
I know.
see that.
That
I
was a
remember where
shame.
I was. I was actually doing some pet sitting slash house sitting. I was, working for a doctor, doing that, and the doctor and his lady, they were en route back from Hawaii. They were rerouted over to Chicago because there was some interesting stuff going on in LAX.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I
quite
remember.
interesting.
Wasn't it like they brought all the planes down after that, right?
Yeah, so a lot of airports were grounded. There were still some flights coming, to and from, but it was
Right.
very quiet as far as the airspace was concerned.
Right. For
And
the
not as
most part,
noisy.
everybody there it was like a no fly thing, right?
A lot of no fly going on.
Yeah. And I remember
Yeah.
the fighter jets that would come next to the commercial planes. Remember that? And they
Yes,
were
yes.
like next to him, and I thought they were going to shoot him down. I was so scared.
Right. Yeah, they weren't
I
just
thought
going
for
by to
sure they
wave
were shooting
hi.
him down. I know. I was like, oh shoot, that'd be pretty
Right.
scary to see. You look over and you're like, hey, how's it going? Don't shoot us down.
Yeah, and speaking about grounding and things like that, so I remember what was it? Let's go back to the timeline of 2019. During the so the COVID-19 was being discovered and talked about. In I think it was
Yeah,
October,
yeah, right at that
mid
time. Yeah,
October. Go less than a month. They're doing the impeachment process for Trump,
right. That
and
was
then
the first.
then you
Yeah,
see these
first one.
fancy gold pins that every taxpayer paid for an impeachment process that was never finalized. So Trump was never officially, fully impeached. Just when the
That was
process has
just such a
started,
waste.
it has to pass
That's a
two
waste of time.
processes, the House and the Senate. It only passed the House. So Trump was never fully impeached. The most
Yep.
recent president that was fully impeached was Bill Clinton. And the unfortunate thing is, with that impeachment, he has finalized his term before the impeachment process finalized. Um, yeah, I know. And that was a complete embarrassment to our entire country what had happened in the Oval Office,
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
which
I
makes me
remember
think
that.
that it makes me think the Clintons on that list.
Oh, I'm
Probably
sure he is. I'm
probably
sure he
both of
is.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably both, husband and wife both, huh?
right, right.
It wouldn't shock me.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously.
Absolutely. It's just disgusting of what goes on in these different places.
Well, you got to remember too, like the rich and powerful, they got to find new things to do, right? Like,
Yeah, I guess so. Stock trading that boring? I think so. um,
that's
which
funny. But they put Martha Stewart in jail for insider trading.
yeah, I know she had next thing you know, she's hanging with Snoop Dogg. Anyways. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
honestly, in my opinion, Pelosi should. Well, I mean, Pelosi's ending her term, but I think her and her husband should both be, behind
Oh,
bars.
heck yeah. Heck yeah.
It's just absolutely
They're definitely
disgusting.
not no, they're doing something shady. How are they making that much money?
Right.
Jeez.
And California
They're making
voters in that district, beware because they want to put Scott Wiener in her place, and Scott is worse than Nancy. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't want that.
voter beware. Scott Wiener is not.
Is a I was gonna say is a wiener.
Yeah, well, he might be.
Sorry.
I'm not going to say it out loud. Ah. anyways, But anyways,
I'll say it
yeah,
for you.
no, don't.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you. Beep button.
We don't have no beep buttons on here. Yeah, we need those.
I'm being slow today. My fingers are not going to be fast enough for that beep button on you.
You can't beat me that fast.
Yeah,
I
we're
love it.
probably going to go a little bit over the hour because there's one other thing I want to bring up before we wrap up completely. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of terrible things that have been going on in our government for way too long.
Yeah, I know.
We all need to wake up. I don't believe one party's better than the other, out of all
No,
honesty.
no.
Um, I'm leaning toward the libertarian side, which is like
Yeah.
you want to take a Republican and put them on steroids. No, I'm not gonna. I shouldn't say that, but I believe that they're more constitutional following than not, which is the Libertarian Party. They're just like
Yeah, yeah.
ultra. Hey, one of my friends just popped in. That's so cool. But I mean, yeah, they don't believe in policing. They don't believe in taxes. They don't believe in so many different things that it's just, I follow a number of people that,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I'm nudging closer and closer. Hey, what are y'all doing over
No,
here, libertarians?
that's probably legit. That's probably
Yeah.
legit.
It is. It is.
I
And
mean, we didn't.
don't get the two words liberal and libertarian confused because they're not the same thing. I will give you the side eye for confusing those. I will stand up for the libertarians. Do I believe the Republicans are doing some good? Yeah.
Mhm. Maybe a
There
little.
are some Democrats that are stepping up and doing good too. I watched a really good
Well,
interview with Ro Khanna. He's up in the Bay Area, there in California, and you know again, I gotta I don't know everything this guy's doing, but I do see some things that he's trying to do that's good. Some things I
right.
don't know everything he's doing though. I'm no longer in the area. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank
Lucky you,
goodness.
Tim.
Right, right.
I'm still stuck here. Ah,
So my
Lord.
friend B. Lenise Collins joined in. So I want to talk about something when it comes to Valentine's Day and platonic friendships.
Okay.
You know, Tanya, will you be my Valentine?
I will. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I love you guys. Yes.
Well, this is friends only kind of thing. It's a platonic
Yeah.
friendship
You're
that we
allowed to
have.
do that. Like, look, that's legit.
Exactly.
That's
We
legit.
get off the phone. And she says smoochies. I say smoochies back. It's just a platonic friendship. We don't mean anything. There's no romance here.
We're friends.
We
We're
are friends.
friends.
We are friends.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
I
Yes.
had a conversation the other day that there were some patriots barking on one of my female friends because she has platonic friendships with guys. And
Yeah.
she's a married woman. You're married, right, Tanya?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm, it'd be so wrong of me to cross that line. It just don't do it. Don't do it. And if I do, expect expect to get a whooping. I'll tell you that right now. I'll be like,
Oh, you
yeah, I
crack me up,
deserved
Tim.
that one, didn't I? Either I'm
Oh,
coming
you
in with an
crack
eye patch, dark glasses. Thank God I have a wheelchair because I'd be, hobbling. I wouldn't want to mess with her husband. I'll tell you that right now.
He
But
loves
no,
you though
she's
too. He loves you too. He would probably say, "Tim, be my Valentine too."
all right. Where's that bouquet of chickens?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
That's
that's so
hilarious. I
funny.
love it.
But no, I love
I
both of
love
you
it.
guys. You two are great, really good friends. And so,
Yes, we love Tim.
don't point the dirty finger without knowing the absolute truth, people. I don't care,
Right.
man, woman, whatever.
Do
My
the research.
really good friend Brenda's on, and I'm just, lots of love to you, Brenda. I see you out there. You send me a lot of messages for people that send me the jokes. Oh, I love it. I'm so burnt out on politics. It's ridiculous. But the jokes are super, super welcomed. And my cousin down in Texas sends me some jokes, and I really, really love it.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so I get some jokes here and there, and my friend Christina sends me a lot of healthcare stuff too.
Oh, that's
She
great.
sends me stuff from various doctors and other
Oh, that's
sources,
good.
which is really good. I got the YW.
That's cute.
So yeah, so keep on sending those jokes, send some comments, like, share, and follow where you can. I got a Valentine's Day. I'm not going to be that lonely after all. Sorry, Bill. Just gonna steal our attention for 5 minutes, bro. All right, I'll have you on the other side. All right, clowns to the left, me jokers to the right. Okay. Anyways,
I love it.
so
I
everyone,
love
keep
it.
your eyes open. When it comes to politics, when it comes to all these different hearings and trials and stuff that we see, yeah, Pam
Right.
Bondi did act extremely cold. I do agree with you on that. I do
Yeah.
agree with you all on that. But
Yeah.
again, what's going to be the ultimate outcome? We've got to keep our eyes open. She didn't even turn her back to see everybody raise their hand that was behind her.
I know. I
So,
know.
I mean, I just felt really, my heart just dropped completely when I didn't see her respond to everybody who raised their hand.
Right. Yeah. That was very bizarre.
Will these files get released? I don't know.
I
And
don't think so.
how the manner is going to be done so. So
I
keep
don't
your
think
eyes
they'll ever.
open, do your research.
Mhm.
Currently, I'm not happy with everything that's going on,
Me neither.
but I got to be patient, and I'm asking for everyone else to do the same.
Yeah, and do your homework. Mhm.
Yeah. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in this coming Tuesday where we're going to have our guest, John Baye, the
Oh
world
yeah.
news and views. John brings out a lot of great information.
Mhm.
Um, so
It's very
be
good.
sure to join in to Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we will see you then. Until next
Yeah.
time, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Happy President's
Happy
Day,
Valentine's Day, everyone.
and ciao for now.
Ciao for now.